die. If this world was mine, I'd take it, things and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take these enemies and finally die. Introduce them to the light, get the city with the vibe. Hey, no, 7 days, grab it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take it, things and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take it, enemies and finally die. Introduce them to the light, hit them strictly with the vibe. It's a vibe, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a fly.
Check-in. It's been a couple of weeks, y'all. InShot does not want me to be great. So I've been taping all this content the last couple of weeks and my videos have just not been like exporting. So it's been a hot mess. So we're trying again. I'm currently in Seattle, Tacoma area for my annual company picnic. So yeah, here's a quick little outfit, nothing crazy. I actually like traveled down in this. This is some old like jeans from American Eagle. They're much baggier than they were when I bought them, but I kind of like the look that they're giving right now. I'm gonna throw on like a little denim overshirt and whatnot. And y'all see the press? So yeah, I'm fully into this press and I'm liking seeing my hair come back to health. So it's gonna be a silk press summer. I'm gonna try to wear my silk press till at least like Labor Day, I'm thinking. I got a amino acid treatment last week and so far I'm loving it. I feel like fresh perm Friday, but it's Monday. So yeah, I'm about to throw my jewelry on. I just took a power nap. So I'm about to throw my jewelry back on and my hand is getting tired. Hop over to the little pizza place we're having our meet and greet at and get started. Yeah, this is my Seattle vlog. We're trying to get back in the swing. I want to fix that. I'm gonna leave it alone, but yeah. And I look really good in this lighting, y'all. So I can't wait to set my camera up in here tomorrow because it's gonna be super, super cute. Super cute, but yeah, we're back. This is my outfit, just a little more up close. Yeah. I think it looks cute. Cute enough, all right? So yeah, we're out. Oh, a really sweet stuff. Okay.
The more I learn, the less I know.
I also, again, don't know anything.
It's better. It's kindness.
Oh, wow.
It's about kindness.
Yeah, let me just whip out.
She is a very fast sailboat, and we are going to go out in the bay and have a little bit of fun. We will give a safety briefing as soon as we get past the breakwater here. But the main thing is, please don't fall off the boat. Number one rule of sailing: don't fall off the
boat.
Thank you.
So try not to fall off the boat.
Don't drop your phone off the boat.
Yeah. So she got whatever she got. My phone is not lasting a full day right now. It's really
Yeah, you can still comment.
You heard that?
I didn't know you were that.
It's plugged in while I'm talking.
Rambo.
And it's only 2 o'clock my time. So tell her to get a phone. She's on. You only need the 16E. Like, 16 Pro and I get the 16E.
Your steering got to make some movement.
Mark some direction.
Yeah, move some direction one way or the other.
I don't know. It's like, okay. No. Gonna keep it straight? Good. Never heard of that.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Jesus
Christ. I like the look.
It's a big jet.
What? Staring at the.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh! Not that way, not that way.
Hello again. So So I'm checking back in. Let me grab my call. We're fully in the swing of day 2 from our work retreat. We just finished a little lunch break, so I just came to freshen up and brush my teeth and kind of do my little hair. I feel like it gets like sticky or greasy and it gets like stuck. And y'all, I'm trying not to like focus on perfect edges. Pray for me. Pray for me. Because I think I look decent. It's just not perfect. You know, perfectly slicked and molded. But they look good. Because, yeah. So yeah, we have our breakout sessions happening this afternoon. And then we have a like barbecue type of thing planned. So it should be fun. That's one of the good things about my job. At least I get, at least my work people are genuinely fun. I would say this is probably like one of the rare 1 or 2 jobs that I've ever had where I like honestly enjoyed the people that I worked with. So yeah, we're about to do that. How about I got called on today during a presentation. So they were kind of breaking down a client's review that did not enjoy our services. They didn't stay on program or whatever. And I took it completely the wrong way. So shout out to my colleague that kind of gave me some kudos because I did not see it as kudos. I saw it as a negative review. They didn't like the company, they didn't like me. And when I tell you I wanted to like run and scream out of the room, it was extremely embarrassing because the president made me stand up and stuff. And I was like, why am I standing up for a negative review? And so she was like, no, that was really good. That was kudos to you. Because that she took it as what she thinks that, you know, the example was supposed to be showing a situation where our content was great, our people are great, but if the people, our clients, don't want to implement or don't want to be adaptable to make what we're recommending fit, it's not a good relationship. So I tell you, butterflies in my stomach, all the things, and I'm just like, they hate me automatically. Why would they do that? But so that made me feel way better. Heard lots of good things in the first session about company growth and stuff. So I'm feeling excited and re-energized and thinking about what I can contribute and bring, how I can develop myself for the rest of this year, so that I can bring something to the team. So yeah, we're about to hit the second session, and then I think we have a barbecue immediately after. I'm not positive. What time is it? Almost 12:30. So yeah, we have a barbecue this afternoon, like barbecue dinner thing. So we'll be heading there. So day 2 is, well, day 1 of the conference is going well. So I'll check back in later.
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
That's true. It's kind of in the middle where everybody's at.
I think it's just cute.
Okay. My first girl trip was.
Looks like one of those dinner. Stephanie's not pedaling, so you have to sit in the middle.
I pedal. You'll pedal? I pedal. We can all.
Oh man.
Wait, gotta see where this.
Oh.
Well, they're doing circles. Fancy dancy there. She said go with it. Yeah. That's our reward. That's our reward.
How far are we going? Oh.
Let him zoom past the old.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
This man, what is he doing?
You watch Full Metal Jacket, you watch Clockwork Orange or anything. When he wants someone to look menacing, he tells them to put their head down and look through their eyebrows.
Hey, so I'm checking in. It's the last day of our conference. We just got a lunch break so that I could come back and pack up because we're gonna move to an airport closer to the airport later, just to make it easier to get everybody to the airport. I think it's like walking distance, or there's a shuttle or something. I don't know. But I just packed up my things. We have our little team shirts on, super cute. But today's classes were really, really good. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind of mulling over what I learned today for a minute. If I don't buy the ebook, because I got some Audible credits I should use. But we had a really good class about the art of tough conversations. Yeah, so I've heard of the book. I just never read it personally, but I think that may be one that I need to get so that I can adopt some of those things in my everyday life, you know? I could practice some of those things regularly. But yeah, so I curled my hair today. We had photo day. It's holding up pretty good, y'all. The amino acid treatment ain't too bad. Like, it's kind of misty outside. So next best thing to a perm, go and get you an amino acid treatment. But yeah, so I'm about to head down. I had a really good time this time, y'all. I'm not a mingler or anything with work, but I really tried to get out there and talk to people. It's very unusual, but we're growing as a team, so I guess it's beneficial for me to get out there and get to know people, whether I work with them directly or not. You know, it's really hard when you work remote, and like you very rarely cross your coworkers. So it's a good time to be able to come here and get together and convene. I really like that, my company does that. I hope they continue to do this because, it's needed, and I think it's different. I don't know if many other companies do this, especially like on a larger scale. But yeah, so I'm about to head down and get some lunch and check out of my room. I did not go easy on my incidental tab this time. Ooh, it got dark. I didn't go easy on my incidental tab, so hopefully I didn't go over the $100. But, we'll see. We had a good time, so yeah. I will check in soon. I have an appointment tomorrow at another apartment when I get back to Dallas. But, I've just been in my head about it this whole time, and I think I'm just gonna stay. Like, let's follow the path of least resistance. I know moving is crazy. The idea of moving is like chaotic and all those things, but I want the extra amenities. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like moving is going to increase my quality of life. It's going to take something else. And it's just not moving. So I'm just going to have to like force myself out and find community another way. Like church, social clubs, fitness clubs, things like that. But yeah, it's not going to be moving. I think that's really just going to set me back more financially for the cost of moving, and just like with my time, I'm weighing the benefits, and I just don't see the benefit right now. So yeah, but I'm still going to tour my top 2 when I get back, and just kind of pray over it, and I'll know by Friday night what I'm gonna do. I'm already it's the 28th. I'm already like almost 2 weeks in on my month-to-month notice thing, so I gotta let them know soon. But yeah, that's where I am with that. I think I'm just not going to move, but I'm going to entertain the idea one more time and just kind of see my favorite 2 apartments one more time before I finally just say I'm done with it. So that's the plan. I'm just checking in, so I will check in as we go when we get to the next hotel.
Well, we will welcome you to Seattle. Okay. We are, I think, apartment we will be there. Okay. In the hotel. We need that microphone. Okay. So before we go, I introduce myself. My name is Sam. Hi, so Sam. I am the driver, tonight. So I'll take you to the hotel. Thank you. Okay. So where you guys come from? That's hilarious. Hey.
So now I have a microphone, which is awesome. I feel super important on this bus.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Acapella?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. I kind of wish we had a theme song, like a company song.
No. Sing Beyonce.
Beyonce.
No pressure.
Gosh, I'm trying to think.
What do you know? Where are you from?
Detroit.
Okay, sing Beyonce. Sing Lizzo. She's from Detroit.
No Beyonce.
Sing Motown. Diana Ross.
How does that one song start?
Sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, my girl.
Hello, hello. Ooh, look at me, y'all. So, I'm in the... My voice even sounds like... This is non-aesthetic content, but... I'm in the other hotel, so we're at the Fairfield. We're kind of split up between a couple different hotels for this leg of the trip. I think I'm like super close to the airport. I haven't looked at it, but my flight leaves at 10. Yeah. So by the time I got here, I was totally pooped. I had there was a meetup at the hotel next door, the Aloft, and I had every intention to just like get in this room and sit down for a couple of minutes, and just kind of breathe, and then go over, you know. I'm trying to mingle with people. I feel like I've been around a little bit now. I'm not really the new person anymore. But you know, we just merged with another company. And all those people were here for the first time. Like, they announced it last year, and this year they're here. Or we acquired another company, let me get it right. But they were all there, and you know, I mean, just trying to mingle and network, you know, see where everybody's from, see who else from Texas. There's a lot of us from Texas. You know, work stuff. But yeah, I got this twin bed thing, or 2 beds in this room, and I was like, okay, this bed is going to be like, you know, the outside closed bed, because I'm gonna take a nap, or I'm just gonna sit for a minute. Then the other bed is gonna be the take a shower pajama bed. But yeah, so I lay down and set my alarm for 30 minutes, and I've been snoozing it ever since then. So I think I laid down at like 8. It was like 8, and I snoozed till 8:30, and I snoozed till 9, and I was like, okay, I can get up and make it. And I think I sat up for a couple minutes and went back to sleep. So yeah, now it's 12. And we're 2 hours behind. So it's what, 2 a.m. in Texas right now. So yeah, my schedule is gonna be all lopsided. I think, let's see, my flight leaves here at 10. I think I'll make it back to Texas at like 3 or 4 o'clock with the time change and everything. It's so ghetto. But I'm gonna need to, fortunately I have like 2 days. I have to remember when I get back it's not the weekend, because I have some prep to do for Little Miss AKA this weekend. That's really it. That's really like what I'm worried about getting done. That's like my side project I gotta do when I get home. And then travel into Oklahoma, of course. So yeah, I'm not gonna go Friday. I'm gonna go Saturday and just spend the day there. Most likely spend the night there and come back Sunday. Because I'm trying to think, do I have work travel next week? I don't think so. No, I don't. I don't have any more work travel till the end of July. I just have a lot going on next week, because it's like the project week. So yeah, but this week was very enriched. Like the second half of our session today, like I don't know. I just love a good, I used to not be this person. It's just aging, but you know, I just really love a good motivational speech, motivational lesson, something. I just felt like tears of joy, tears of like feeling seen and heard. I don't know. It was just weird, but yeah, we talked a lot about you know, working remotely and the isolation and things you can feel. And I'd say, like, I think lately I have been feeling it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like a little bit of burnout plus a little bit of like social isolation. I don't even know what words to put to it, but it's like I'm isolated, but I also don't want to get out to like see people. I go out on the weekends, but I'm also like kind of tired of that too. Like I want more out of my social time. So I really gotta put some more energy and effort into that. Once I get back home, I made a pact with my coworker that we're going to work on our routine. Now she's worked for our company for a long time. I think she was like the first remote employee. And so we made a pact that we're going to work on like our routines, our, you know, weekly work routines. Because I have one, but I don't. And I've been really trying to like get the schedule down, but you know me. But so I just have to kind of practice some discipline with myself. So the alarm goes off at 5:30 every morning for me. I just don't get up. So we're going to start getting up and going on that morning walk. And you know, just starting my morning right. That's mainly the main thing. I don't have a big regimented workout or anything planned right now, but getting up, doing that 5:30, maybe 6 a.m. workout, I can get like 2 miles in an hour. Get back inside by 7, and just work. Get to work. Get on the computer. Get to it. You know, I have plans to start studying again in July. And I've always heard to study before work, because after work it's not going to happen. So maybe, you know, I can alternate some days with some study. I don't know. I'm going to try studying in the evenings first, simply because it's a part of me regimenting my schedule. So if I go on my morning walk about 5:36, get back into my apartment about 7:30ish, that should give me plenty of time to like, you know, get my day started. My first meeting usually starts at 8. So that's that. I do my work day. I'm done by 3 or 4 if I power through. And that's including like a little break and all that kind of stuff. So I'm done 3 or 4. So then I feel like I'm a napper. I take my little evening nap. So if I cut that out, it will probably improve my quality of sleep. But then maybe at that point of the day, I already work in fitness clothes. I mean, I started that in Oklahoma and I just kept it up, but it was more of a habit in Oklahoma too. So I would like get up and walk, and it's just a walk, right? So I'm not like sweating or nothing. And so then I would work, and then after work I would go to the gym. So maybe after work at that 4 or 5 o'clock, I mean, it's gym rush hour, but maybe I can go either on another walk, go to the gym and do something a little more vigorous, get that in. And then by, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm doing dinner, winding down, whatever that looks like for my night. So I can get to bed by 10, 11 and do it again. So yeah, I gotta, we did like a little mental assessment, and somebody mentioned putting their results into ChatGPT. So maybe I'll try, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna put my results in the ChatGPT, ask them to make me a schedule for using my results to help me get through my workday, and also accomplish a proper study schedule for my CPA exams and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and focus on doing that in July. That's my game plan in July. Yeah. Okay, hold me accountable, y'all. Hold me accountable. So yeah, but it was just really good. We also did purpose statements. And that's something I've always just been like, I've also been kind of like struggling with lately, because it's just been like, what am I doing here? You know, what am I doing in Dallas? What is the reason for me being in Dallas? I'm in a bigger city. There's so much more opportunity, but I have not actively been chasing more. So what does that look like, you know? And so that was a really, really good one. So yeah, made a little purpose statement. I picked my values, and my values are excellence. What are my values, Jesus? Excellence. I can't even say excellence. Excellence, security, and legacy. So those are my 3 values, because we could only pick 2 or 3 for the exercise or whatever. Excellence being like, you know, a reflection of God's excellence, what I want to give to the community, you know, how I want to portray myself in a good light. Legacy meaning like what I want to leave behind, what I want people to remember me by, the impact I want to have on the world and the community, and security. You know, security gives you confidence to go about the next thing. I had a conversation with one of my coworkers yesterday about like my how important my security is in like dating, and like I feel like some of these guys jeopardize that. Like they just don't give me, I don't feel the security that I feel like I need to feel when choosing a partner. And it's not even about like physical security. I don't even feel that. I don't even feel physical security, emotional security, financial security, nothing. And that's important to me. Yeah. Because, you know, if at some point I ever become unable to protect myself, as I have been all this time, like I need that person to do that for me. But anywho, back to the topic. Yeah, my last value was security, because I feel like, you know, if you feel secure in whatever you're doing, you're confident in what you're doing. You're, you know, receiving what you want out of it. It's fulfilling you. Security just means so much to me. So that was my 3rd value. So y'all wrote a little purpose statement. And I'm going to go with that. I sent it to some friends because it had like some things like, you know, your purpose statement describes what motivates you to do your work, why you do your work, and like it should be something that describes you. And so I sent it to a couple of friends and was just like, hey, I wrote this purpose statement today. Like, tell me the truth. Does it sound like me? So, yeah, I got good feedback. I don't know if y'all was just like blowing smoke up me, but I hope not. Y'all know I don't like that. But, yeah, that's the purpose statement for now. Purpose statements evolve and change. But it kind of invigorated me. It gave me like okay, this is me, and this is what we're working on right now. Living out this purpose statement and making sure these values are being there in everything that I'm doing so far. You know, even with wanting to expand and take some exams and, you know, build some structure in my life, all these things only give me more security in my life. Financial security, security in my physical health, my mental health. It just only helped me be better and have a better impact. So yeah, I feel like that's it. If it might change a little bit, I don't know, but I feel accomplished. I feel warm and fuzzy. I want to feel the warm and fuzzies, you know, at the end of the day. So I really, really do feel that, yeah, I really feel that I feel good in my work. I met some people, you know, I hugged one of my coworkers today, and she's like, I just remember when you were just like the new girl. And I'm like, damn, I've really been here 3 times. It's crazy. This is the start of my 4th year. So it's crazy. I got hired here in 22, and I got hired in June. Well, I got hired in May. Was it May? I'm getting my dates crossed, but I got hired in May. Actually, my dad passed when I officially got hired. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was like the last thing that happened with our last, like, you know, I don't know. He was proud of me. He was happy for me because I was really looking for remote work because I had just kind of dropped everything to take care of him. Going home. I was teaching, so I was excited about that. I was teaching at UCO, but I didn't have that full-time remote employment that I needed to, like, you know, get him back and forth to his appointments, be there with him like I was. I was fine, you know, he had my back, but still, you know, my daddy being my daddy, me being my daddy's daughter, my little adjunct position just was not bringing in enough. I'm still kind of working my way out of that, but, you know, it is what it is. And so, yeah, I got hired, I think it was the week. I just really remember it was the week that he passed. Like, I remember telling him I got hired. You know, they gave me a start date, like May 15th. I can't even remember. I'll have to look at my emails. But they gave me a start date, and it's 100% remote with some travel. But, you know, I didn't start traveling till maybe 6 months in. So, yeah, I actually did not end up starting my job because my dad passed. And when I tell you they were like the first people to have flowers on my door, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I got hired. I got the email, and I think my dad passed that next day. Yeah, like, it's crazy how the world works. But, so yeah, that was, and so I took a month off. I took all that time off. It was April or May. I can get my months crossed, and I don't know. My mind goes blank when I think about, like, dates of significant events like that. I think it's the fight or flight or freeze or something. Like, yeah, I really have to, like, go back and look at my dates sometimes to know specific times. I think it's I don't know. I guess it's the trauma of the whole event. My sense of time just is not there when I think about it. But I do know it was like March or April or May. Anywho, took some time off. It's like a month, maybe 2 months. I don't remember, but I took some time off, at least a month, to kind of get my mind, my heart, and everything together. And they waited for me. They kept my position. And so, like, oh my gosh, I had never had that with the job. When I tell you my mom passed 2017, I hadn't just started that job. I think I had been there maybe a month, but not very long, because we were in one office in Gaillardia when I started there, and we were actually like in transition. So I don't even think I was there a month, maybe 2 months, not very long. We had just moved into that new office, like, and I had got my own office space. Not that it was like my first office, but, you know, we were setting up. I remember that day vividly, like, you know, I was still in grad school. I was texting my mom, like, sending her pictures of my new office space and the little view or whatever that we had. And, you know, she was telling me good luck, you know, normal how we do things. And I had finals that evening. And so, yeah, we were texting a little bit here and there. She kind of texted me. I was telling her, like, hey, I'm gonna go take my exam, wish me luck. She texted me good luck. And then while I was in my final, I found out about my mom that she had stopped breathing. So she had a heart attack. But anywho, that's besides the point. Well, just to wrap that, I did not get the same treatment at that job that I did at this job. So, you know, I really like this job. I'm feeling like I'm being enriched in different ways, like as a person, which I guess is more important when you're doing consulting and dealing with people. You got to kind of build yourself up so you can talk to those people, because you carry a lot of their burdens. It's almost like therapy some days. So you got to kind of be your best self mentally, emotionally when doing this kind of work. And then when I was working in corporate, it was just like, okay, we know you just went through a major life event, but when you're coming back, I didn't have anybody telling me to like take your time and make sure you're good. Don't stress. Like, I think my mom passed at that job. I took that week. I went home. She did, you know, bury her or whatever. And maybe that week after, 2 weeks, before, it wasn't even 2 whole weeks before they was like, when you coming back? Crazy. I feel like I was there at the company long enough to take a leave of absence if I wanted to, but you know, I just didn't have that. I didn't have that support there. Like, I didn't have anybody around me either like to tell me like, hey girl, this is big. Take some time. Give yourself some time to those, you know, for those emotions to come out before you go back to work, because it was a mess. I mean, I was there 3 years too, but yeah, I'm feeling in a better place here 3 years in compared to that 3 years in. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I really enjoy my company and how they treat us. I feel like they really truly do care about us, and I could even see that they are trying to like make sure that stays a part of our company culture despite us growing, like doubling in size. It's crazy. Like, we did the whole little stand up if you've been here 1 year, 10 years, stand up if you've been here 5 years, and like my range of people that, what was it, 3 to 5 years was the biggest group of people. So I feel like we brought like the biggest influx of employment prior to, you know, the acquisition of the other company. So I just really like how they are making it a point to enrich us, build us up, juice us up is not the best word, but build us up. And then when we come around, you know, it's always good vibes, you know, in person, and online, heck, you know, it's always good vibes. So yeah, I'm just really excited for the next years, and you know, somebody a buddy to email in the morning, hey, can you walk in to check in with, and just to see, you know, what I can do here. They put it out there like, hey, we're growing, the world is your oyster. So if you feel like you see an opportunity for us, or you see an opportunity for yourself here, let it be known. So I don't know what that opportunity is going to be like for me, but I do really want to check off my personal goals of getting those licenses, that CPA, the EA license in the next year, so that I can see, you know, what they have on the horizon or in store for me, and just really work and strive to be better with my schedule. Gotta get off the computer at a certain time. Like, I gotta log off at 5, 6 o'clock. Nothing after that. Gotta log off. At least log out from work. Now, getting to studying is a different thing, because that's, excuse me, on the computer, but I gotta log off. So we're trying it again. I know I had a schedule, a couple months ago, that lasted maybe a week, 2 weeks. The bedtime is still around, but the schedule as a whole went out the door before April ended. So, yeah. So here's to my last vlog of June. I'm gonna pray that this video exports, y'all. So if you made it to the end, let me know that you're gonna hold me accountable to my schedule. I'm gonna try to check in. let me know what you feel like your life purpose is, and like, you know, if you feel like your company, what are things that your company is doing for you that make you stay? Like, what are they doing for you as a person? Just to give me some ideas. And if you're a remote worker, like, let me know how you stay regimented. How do you build that structure in your life when you are a remote worker? So yeah, I think this is going to be a short vlog. This will probably be the longest piece because I'm looking at my time. Hopefully the sound is good, because I didn't even bother pulling out my mic or anything this time, just because InShot has been, I think I'm going to have to re-edit all of those videos. And I think my issue with InShot is the AI cut. It's something about it with my phone editing. I think people use it and it works well on like a MacBook or anything or something. But I don't have that right now. We're still very amateur. So yeah, I'm going to try to, you know, put this video together and get it uploaded, because I have literally three other vlogs that I've taped that I can't export. And there's so many small pieces from the AI cut that I'm just going to have to start over, and I'm just salty about that right now. I don't have that kind of time, you know. Like, the AI cut was a thing, but I also still put energy and effort into like editing and arranging and the music, all of that. And then I did the, yeah. Anywho, so yeah, we're gonna try to put this one up and see if it goes up. So yeah, get in my comments if we made it this far, if you see this. I'm still here, I'm still creating my content. I'm just having some technology issues. So, you know, maybe Santa will bring me one of them DJ Osmo cameras and a MacBook. Or an iPad. I don't think I want a MacBook, but an iPad. A new iPad for editing. So yeah, y'all. But it's been a great week. I'm headed back to Texas in 8 hours. I'm going to try to go to the airport by 8:30, so it's 12:30. And I'll check in next week. Y'all have a good one.